who in a game earlier this year scored 3 touchdowns of a similar variety, and Hank Halisic can tie the game again. And he does. Oh, what a game.
Well, you've got 54,000 plus fans here at Exhibition. Absolutely delirious here as Emmanuel Tolbert, 38 yards. You know, they had that commercial timeout. I'm sure they discussed it on the sidelines. He had single coverage, the post pattern on Mark Young. How about that catch for a touchdown? The man they call E.T. Boy, that looks easy, doesn't it? He put a heck of a move on Mark Young. We got a tie ball game. A little over 7 minutes remaining.
"66 points in this Eastern Final. The winner to play in next week's Grey Cup game against either the British Columbia Lions or the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. This one sails deep in the end zone. Shepard got his hands on it, and he will concede the single point. For the first time in the game, the Argos are in the lead. They lead it by a point. Had that ball sailed right through the end zone, there would not have been a single point.
Well, that's a good point, Pat. I'm not sure whether Johnny Shepard would have realized that in this situation. And of course, he did what he thought he had to do there. But you're right. This is the first time that the Argonauts have held the lead.
Brock has been magnificent this afternoon. Let's watch him go to work. The pass for Johnson is batted away by Leroy Paul.
Well, you could just feel the momentum shifting to the Toronto Argonauts. The defense is playing a little tighter. Leroy Paul, great anticipation. He's an Eastern All-Star this year, and he breaks up that pass play, but you can just feel it, can't you? Yeah, he'll be all right.
Well, it's a warm day, but it's not that warm. 2nd and 10, Hamilton. Brock's pass, looking for Baker, no good. He slipped. And the Argos are taunting him from the sidelines. Dan Ferrone came out, just was screaming at him.
Well, watch, there's a little miscommunication. Both Rocky DiPietro and Baker are in the same area. That should not happen. Nevertheless, Baker slipped down. The Argonauts are going to get the ball back.
6:42 left in regulation time. Toronto leads it by a single point, 34-33. Another short punt that Brazeley has trouble with again, but he falls on the ball at the 46-yard line. Brazeley's had his problems. Obviously, the ball is hanging up, and he's finding it difficult to squeeze it. But this has been just a tremendous game.
Pat, you're so right. It looks now like the Tiger Cats are going to need some sort of a break, you would think. As Leaf pointed out, the Argos seem to have the momentum. But you never know in football. One turnover could change immediately.
Well, what the Argonauts would like to do right here now, with over 6 minutes to go, take it down the field methodically, come out with some points. They have a 1-point lead, but try and kill as much time off the clock and put a few points on the board if they can.
Well, I'll tell you, you see the crowd just roaring and going crazy here. These are Argo fans, but Rick Moore, the defensive leader of this Argonaut squad, was up on the bench, and he was leading the cheers.
And they responded, 54,530 fans here today. Cedric Minter. Look at the effort he put into it. He was wrapped up at the 50-yard line, but he just exploded through there to get very close to midfield. As a matter of fact, they'll spot it at the 53.
John Priestner has an excellent shot here to stop Minter at the line of scrimmage, but he's able to get through and buy that tackle and pick up some good yardage.
Very close to 7 yards, so make it 2nd and 3. Toronto, the ball at their 53-yard line.
Oh, this is exactly what they want to do. You know, Al Bruno, he's concerned because Toronto's trying to run some time off the clock with this running game.
5:35 left in regulation time. Covington sacks Conrad Holloway back at the 49-yard line. Holloway got caught up in the traffic and had nowhere to go.
Well, he sure did. I'm a little surprised for 2nd and 3 that he might not have tried to run the football, but you're right, he did get caught up. Runs into his own lineman there, Mike Hamiluk, and Grover Covington's able to come up with the sack.
So now Mark Young and Keith Baker drop back to their own 10-yard line as Hank Olisic will be punting on 3rd and 7.
Well, remember, the Ticats have been running that reverse off the punt in the last few ball games. Keith Baker is in the lineup, and he's the one they like to do it with.
High end-over-end ball that comes to Baker at the 10. And he dances his way to the 14, but no further. So the Ticats, with 4:54 left in regulation time, will start inside their 15-yard line. A 50-yard kick by Olisic. It was 15-1 at one stage in this ball game in favor of the Ticats. And as a matter of fact, they led it by 10 at the end of the 3rd quarter. Brock down the middle for Colley. What a catch at the 52-yard line. He just extended himself in midair to bring it down, the rookie from Brigham Young University.
What a tremendous effort by Scott Colley, and had he not fallen to the ground, was certainly gone for the touchdown. But watch as he's able to split the seam and stretch out on a fingertip catch. Well, I tell you, when it's critical, you've got guys that are coming through with efforts like this. This is just a tremendous game.
40 yards to pick up. First down, Hamilton at midfield. Brock over the middle, complete to DiPietro at the 44-yard line, and he'll have another first down for the Ticats with 3:50 left to play in regulation time.
Now Dieter Brock standing tall in that pocket. He knows he's going to take a shot from Franklin King. Nevertheless, he's able to deliver that ball to Rocky DiPietro. Runs an excellent pass pattern. And the Ticats are putting together a drive here. Just over 3 minutes remaining.
The ball at the Toronto 44. Brock's pass is caught at about the line of scrimmage by Scott Colley. Darrell Wilson was all over him the moment that he got his hands on it. He'll actually pick up about a yard.
The defensive strategy of the Argonauts has been to blitz Dieter Brock in this 2nd and long situation. They need 8 yards for a first down. Let's see if they come after him.
Brock is running with 2:50 left to play in regulation time. Colley makes the catch at the Toronto 30-yard line. First down, Hamilton.
Scott Colley having himself an excellent 4th quarter. That diving catch, touchdown, and now this reception to pick up a first down.
All right, when we come back, it'll be first down, Hamilton. They trail 34-33, and we'll be back in just a moment. Scott Colley made a big catch in that semifinal against Ottawa last week. He comes up with a couple more here and has given Hamilton first down at the Toronto 30 with 2 minutes, 47 seconds left to play in regulation time. The Argos lead it by a point, 34-33. Dieter Brock has completed 22 of 33 passes for 450 yards this afternoon. They give to Shepard. And he was forced back, but because he does have that great speed, he was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. William Mitchell and Darrell Wilson, 39 and 13, forced him out of bounds. Well, I don't know about you. This is one of the greatest games I've ever seen.
Oh, one of the best games I have ever seen. There's no question about that. Both teams just doing everything they have to do to try and win this ball game.
2nd and 10 at the 30. Brock swings it out to Bragagnola, and he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. It was as simple as this. Steve Aykroyd wasn't going to let go, and he didn't. So now Bernie Ruoff comes out.
The Argonauts have been blitzing on every second down situation. This time, a good job by Steve Aykroyd. He comes a long way from that safety position to cover the back. But he makes the play, and it's up to Bernie Ruoff now to try and get the Ticats back in front.
There's a tough shot, Leaf. That wind is going to be a factor.
It'll be a 38-yard field goal try from the hash mark.
Well, there's no question. He has the strength in his leg from 38 yards.
It is good. And the Ticats are back out in front by 2 points, 36 to 34 with 2:02 left to play.
What a pressure kick by Bernie Ruoff, and he hit that one right on the screws because he got everything in. Watch this. Perfect acceleration through the football, good plant, head down, and what a great shot for 38 yards.
Well, this has been something.
I'll tell you, I don't know if he's close to you, but Harold Ballard, the owner of the Ticats, and King Clancy must be going crazy. Ballard's already said, as far as he's concerned, this is his Grey Cup game. But if he should, by any chance with the Cats, make it to the Grey Cup, look out Vancouver next week.
I don't think the town's big enough for Harold.
Toronto starts from the 35. Covington appeared to be outside. There is no flag down. Pass for Townsend is very nearly picked off. Now let's see, we're going to have an interference call against who? Will it be against Gerald Bess or will it be against Jeff Townsend? Oh, this is a critical play. There is a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage. They did notice that Covington jumped.
Offside. Hamilton, number 77, declined. Forward pass interference. Hamilton, number 14. First down.
Pass interference gives Toronto possession at the Hamilton 40.5-yard line.
Well, we get a chance to have a look at it. Jeff Townsend working against Gerald Bess, and Bess has his back to the football. Bump on Jeff Townsend. Boy, that's a tough one to call right there.
1:55 left in regulation time. The screen for Minter. And he gets out of bounds inside the 30. First down, Toronto. He just accelerated past Sobe.
Good play selection. Get those receivers running the defensive backs deep downfield. Cedric Minter has plenty of room on that screen pass to pick up at least the 10-12 yards that he needed for first down and get out of bounds to stop the clock. John Priestner, the Hamilton middle linebacker, the injured Ticat on the play, but this is some kind of finish.
Yeah, it's not shabby.
Well, these Ticats, they were involved in a real cliffhanger in Ottawa last week, so they've been through this before. But so have the Argonauts. Last year, Grey Cup finalists, they've been through pressure games before, and they, I'm sure, will take care of it in this situation.
Holloway has thrown the ball 34 times, completed 23 for 366 yards. This has been just a magnificent performance by everybody on both these squads.
You know, it's rather interesting, Pat. Bernie Ruoff, I was talking to him just before the game when he's taking a few kicks. I said, well, good luck, Bernie. And he said, Phil, the one thing we want to make sure of is that we have a real good ball game, that nobody gets blown out here. And it seemed to me that the feeling then from the Hamilton Ticat standpoint was we're great underdogs, we want to win, but the worst thing we want is to make sure it's a great ball game. And boy, is it ever.
It is first down, Toronto. The ball at the Hamilton 28-yard line with 1:48 left in regulation time. Cedric Minter. And Minter slips down inside the 15-yard line for another Toronto first down.
Risky in this situation. Just a safe screen pass to Minter. Leo Ezra's had a good shot. So did Mark Streeter. But second effort gets Minter in excellent shape. The Argonauts at the 13-yard line. A field goal will win it at this point.
1:28 and the clock is running. Terry Greer. Excuse me, that was Tolbert. Emmanuel Tolbert, as opposed to Greer, gets down to the 5-yard line.
Well, what he does do on that play is stay in bounds, so that clock will start when the referee whistles play in.
He picked up about 8 yards, so it is 2nd and 2. Toronto, the ball at the Hamilton 5, trailing by 2 points. Hamilton 36, Toronto 34. Is running. We're down inside a minute now. Cedric Minter. And he has no place to go. Now, did he get the first down? He had to get to the 3-yard line.
Good job by John Preisner, the middle linebacker. And well, I don't believe they picked up the first down. It's going to be very close. Well, what do you do?
Well, what do you do?
Yeah. They are short.
Well, I'm glad I'm not coaching. They're short.
Well,
they trail by 2 points.
I'm not even going to make a guess here.
Well, he's sending Hank Olisic out. Wow.
Now 53 seconds remaining. Ticats, of course, will get their hands on the football after this field goal attempt.
Timeout, Toronto. That's a good decision. They're going to talk this thing over on the sidelines. All right, it's Hamilton 36, Toronto 34. 53 seconds left. We'll be back in just no commercial cue. Well, Holloway is over now, talking to his head coach, Pavel Bilovich. Olisic stays out on the field. The Argos have called a timeout. And we're going to stay right with you because we don't want to miss this one.
Well, you see Conrad Holloway, and I know what case he's pleading right now. He's saying, come on, coach, let us pick up that first down, kill a few more seconds on the clock, and apparently that's what they're going to do.
I'm not going to say anything, I'll tell you that. I'm just going to watch this one. It's 3rd and inches inside the 4-yard line. 53 seconds show on the clock. Toronto trails by 2 points. I'm sure they're feeling this. So many things can go wrong on a field goal, and here they just hope that they can just fall forward for the inches.
Well, I think it'll be just a quarterback sneak.
Minter. Boy, there was an initial hit on him.
Well, he was hitting the backfield. I think he ran into his own man, but maybe that second effort, he was able to pick up the first down. It just depends entirely on the spotting by the official.
First down, Toronto.
Good penetration by the Hamilton defensive line, but not good enough. Cedric Minner is able to pick up the first down. And with the clock running at just over 40 seconds, they have a chance to salt this one away. No hurry.
They've got to get it into the end zone first. Give us to Minner. Touchdown, Toronto. With 27 seconds left.
The Argonauts gambled and won.
You've got to feel sorry for the Ticats. Do you know that? They've played so well all afternoon. It's not finished yet. 27 seconds left. But what a time to have them score. The point after is good. So now the score is Toronto 41, Hamilton 36. And we'll come back for the final 27 seconds in just a moment.
I just need 30 copies.
Take a number.
I only need 50 copies for...
Take a number.
today's menu.
For people who've waited for copies because they couldn't afford their own copier, Canon introduces the personal copier. It's ultra small, prints in 3 separate colors, and costs about as much as a typewriter. Canon's personal copier, the colorful subcompact you can call your own. Isn't it what you've been waiting for?
Well, I'm sure you've enjoyed the football game. What a game that man has had, Conrad Holloway. What a game Dieter Brock has had. Everybody has played so well. It's the kind of a game you wish would never end. But we're 27 seconds away from it right now, and Toronto leads by 5 points. Alyssa kicks it deep. And Shepard brings it out. And he only gets to about the 17-yard line. I'd have been inclined to just down the ball.
Well, you're absolutely right. He should have just down the ball. The clock does not start until the ball is touched. Maybe just 1 second would have been deleted from the clock, and they would have had the ball at the 35-yard line. They've got a lot of territory to cover here if they want to score a touchdown.
But I'll tell you, there's a guy at the controls of Hamilton who can throw the ball the length of this field. And don't ever forget that. He's starting from his 17-yard line, and I refer to Dieter Brock, who has completed 23 of 34 today for 448 yards. He bobbles the pass from center. The Argos recover at the 17-yard line with 18 seconds left. Earl Bubba Wilson comes up with the recovery. The third time today that quarterback Brock has had problems with the pass from center.
Well, there you see it. Dieter Brock mishandling the exchange from center. But Pat, you know what's interesting of this 54,000 here with the game out of reach now. Nobody's leaving. They want to stay here and savor this. Their Toronto Argonauts will be back in the Grey Cup for the 2nd year in a row.
And let me tell you, get off that field in a hurry, and Leaf, you and Pat better stay upstairs. You're not used to crowds.
Now Conrad Holloway will take it and just ground it. Clock is down to 15 seconds.
Rick Moore and some of his pals. The sidelines, Hank Olisic, Franklin King.
He doesn't have to. I know he's disappointed, Al Bruno, but boy, did he have this club prepared to play today. They were overwhelming underdogs. That's it. That's the ball game. The Toronto Argonauts have won their second straight Eastern Conference championship, and they will play next Sunday in BC Place in the 1983 Grey Cup game. Al Bruno is very upset. He rushed out to the officials, and I think he's most concerned about that interference call that enabled Toronto late in the ball game to go in and win it. But what a tremendous football game. Hats off to everybody who performed in it. It was a great, great contest. Toronto wins it 41-36, and they will play either the British Columbia Lions or the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in a game that you'll see here on CTV. We'll be back to wrap it up in just a moment. The final score, Toronto 41, Hamilton 36.
Join CTV in Vancouver for Grey Cup weekend, beginning with the Grey Cup Parade Saturday, November 26th. Then Sunday, you'll see football's best, honored at the Shenley Awards, and the league's most beautiful representative, crowned Miss Grey Cup. All these events and more, all leading up to the exciting battle for the Grey Cup from BC Place. A great Grey Cup weekend, and CTV has it all, November 26th and 27th. Canadian football stars are under the dome in an East versus West matchup. See All-Star Football on CTV Saturday, December 3rd.
The winning head coach, Bob Abilovich, taking his Argonauts to the Grey Cup for the second straight year. Obi, that was some comeback.
Well, it was a real character builder for our football team, Bill. The guys never quit. First half, we made some mistakes, but I think we showed the signs of a true championship team, and we hung in there. At the end, I just didn't want to give Brock another chance, so I decided to go for the touchdown instead of the field goal, so they wouldn't have any time to come back on us.